Lions just want to move the ball down the field and score points, and whatever happens, happens.
Okay.
Play fast. You know what to do. You know what to do. Play fast. Let's go. Lions on 3. 1, 2, 3.
These are players on the BC Lions. And I'm going to say the Stampeders.
Here with your preview of the 2023 Calgary Stampeders. The last time we saw the Stamps on field, they finished 3rd in the West Division, had a road playoff game in BC that they ended up losing against the Lions. And of course, the big story was the handing of the keys.
And now we are going to the BC Lions, the Stampeders, so
as the undisputed starter going into the year and beyond.
We're going to hope we win.
Calgary. Ironically, the playoff game in BC ended with the final Stamps throws of Bo's career. That is the biggest change, but there have been some other moves in the organization. Of course, you've got Florida Rimolade leaving for big money in free agency to the Toronto Argonauts. He was replaced by Julian Hauser, who came in from the Hamilton Tiger Cats. You also have
okay, now I'm going to do the preview.
The last game of Week 16 is probably going to be the best one of Week 16. The Week 15 clash between these clubs evolved into an overtime classic that BC escaped with a 31-29 win. Neither team was able to stop the other's passing attack. Vernon Adams was especially impressive while making his first start in a Lions uniform. Only 7 of his 32 passes fell incomplete, and he threw for 294 yards while adding 32 on the ground. The Stamps' Jake Mayer countered with 301 yards and 3 scores of his own without an interception. Mayer has given a Stamps air attack that was proven floundering under the bench. Bo Levi Mitchell quite the jolt, producing 9-1 touchdown to interception ratio.
So as you already know, the Stampeders barely lost. They should have won, because in the overtime game they barely let go, as he's explaining to you guys. But let's keep on listening.
While throwing for at least 238 yards in each of his 4 starts. Calgary has a more vulnerable defense between the two clubs, but the Stamps offense is one of the most balanced in the league now that Mayer has hit his stride.
Okay, so as he was saying, the Stampeders have a balanced offense. So if I search up the balance, so I got free CFL picks and predictions week 1. This is the game I'm actually going to. Just listen.
Lions are set to open the CFL season with a visit to McMahon Stadium and the Calgary Stampeders on Thursday night. The Stamps have opened as 3.5-point favorites, though we will all be picking games straight up and against the spread on Thursday with 10 of our contributors on the site. We want you to give us a sneak now. Tell us who you're picking and why.
Well, this is the dawn of another new era in BC. Last year it was Nathan Rourke's team. Now it's Vernon Adams Jr., and he's been around for an entire offseason, and I think that has done wonders for him. We didn't get a chance to talk about it because we're getting right into the regular season, but his preseason...
Before the next people speak, so what I get is, what they're saying is the BC Lions are doing really good, but the Calgary Stampeders got a good pick, so they have a lot of rookies. But with that in mind, the BC Lions also don't have much rookies. That means they're like more, into it right now. So it's gonna be, I think it's gonna go into overtime maybe, or end up like 31-29 Calgary Stampeders or something like that. You never know. Let's just keep on watching.
Performance last week was absolutely stellar. He was 12 of 12 for over 200 yards. 3 touchdowns, ran for almost another 30, looked incredibly on point, crisp, clean.
Bro.
The new Google Pixel has super...
It got the ball up.
I don't mean to stop you, but it's not going to be easy win. Like, it's going to be the hardest win in history. I mean, if you look at the predictions of everyone else, they would probably say the same, but let's be logical here. Here, I'll even put the captions on double captions. You know, no, I'll just leave the captions on for my speaking of my actual thing and theirs. Okay, so
his hands fast. I was hyperbolic on Twitter. I said it was the best I'd ever seen Vernon Adams Jr. play, and he agreed with me. In the press conference after the fact, he said he has never felt more comfortable in his entire CFL career. So if that stays true in the regular season, right now the Lions are 3.5-point underdogs. I'm taking the Lions to win this game if Vernon Adams Jr. looks anything like he did last week.
Yes, but that is last week. Now, if you can't expect them to be the same every week. So, I still think the Stampeders are going to take that win.
Our colleague and resident Calgary Stampeders analysis man, Brian Ballantyne, won't really like that pick, but I can see the value there with Vernon Adams Jr., certainly, especially after that preseason debut and the way that he's seemingly really got into a rhythm with offensive coordinator Jordan Maximic. I think that's the secret sauce here for the BC Lions. Nathan Rourke had some otherworldly talent and production last year before he hurt his foot and was on the shelf for most of the season until coming back to the playoffs.
Okay, well, if he hurt his foot, how are you going to expect that? Because since they hurt his foot, he's not going to play as good. So you can't expect him to play the same. Okay, just keep on going.
But Maximic's ability to fit the Lions' offense to the quarterback that is in there has been tremendous, and it was shown last year when Adams Jr. down the stretch there for BC when he was filling in for Rourke until he got back, threw 6 touchdowns and only 1 interception. That's some of the most consistent football we've seen Adams Jr. play in his entire CFL career. So he's got some targets there with Dominic Rhymes and Keon Hatcher, and if Lucky Whitehead is healthy, then I think it can be a dynamic offense. They need to protect him well, but
yes,
I think
but
there's definitely value
defense
there with the Lions going in to Calgary, and Vernon Adams Jr. has some good mojo there. He played well at McMahon.
Well, yeah, they're going into Calgary, so they have to fly. They're all tired for the game. So that's why I'm also going for Calgary Stampeders. Like, you need to remember defense too. If you're trying to stop it, like, they might have a good offense, but then Calgary Stampeders just scores every drive. It wouldn't even be hard. Okay, keep on.
Last year, so I like the side that JC is on, and I would double down on it with him.
I also wonder if we'll see another fight in the parking lot, but that's a question for another day.
I'd forgotten about that. Lucky Whitehead versus Cameron Judge grudge match. I will be in attendance at McMahon Stadium, so I'm going to park myself in the parking lot after the game, watching, making sure that there are no fisticuffs.
Woo! JC the policeman. The Hamilton Tiger Cats and Winnipeg Blue Bombers will play at IG Field.
Okay, so we're not going to talk about that, but as you just saw, like, they think it's going to be the same, but I do not believe that. I do not believe that. Let's see the other ones. Let's see what the other people think. See.
JC, a game that you're going to be watching.
Yeah,
they're gonna
say the same. Then let's just see their preseason game. I'll show you their highlights.
Little's ready to address the ball, kicks it off underway, 2:38 local, and that ball is kicked off in the direction of Sims. In return from the 10. Straight ahead at the 20, tries to cut it outside, but the Stampeders are there to knock him down. At the 22-yard line, it's second down for the Edmonton Elks. 5 yards to go, ball resting in the middle of the field. Loxley calls out signal, Stampeders sending 3. Loxley's back, looks left, throws left off his feet, making the catch at the 40-yard line. That ball is pulled in by Coates, and that's a first down. Edmonton, nice grounds. Ball's on the 39-yard line, left side hash marks. Edmonton ball, this is the first drive. Loxley is back, throws a stop route downfield. That's caught again by Coates. He tumbles forward to make that Sims. Tumbles forward to the 50-yard line where he's tackled. He operates in the gun. 4 receivers wide left. Loxley on the ground, running straight up the hash marks, getting a few yards, making it Brooks to the Calgary 50-yard line before he's pulled down.
Now that we know how good their defense is, I can safely assume that but they might win. And this is what they're talking about the parking
A star
lot.
player with the
thing.
BC Lions claims he was sucker punched by an opposing player shortly after a game against the Calgary Stampeders on Saturday night. A suspension has been handed down, and Calgary police confirms officers witnessed another altercation between the players from both teams in the parking lot. CTV's Ben Milger has more on the off-field incident.
Lions win in overtime, as the BC Lions should have been celebrating an overtime win on the weekend. Receiver Lucky Whitehead appeared a little wobbly as he picked himself up off the turf after what's being described as a sucker punch.
I mean, I see him walking over. He has his helmet on, so I'm not thinking that's what you're coming to do. You know what I mean? He said something, struck me in my face.
The league has suspended Calgary linebacker Cameron Judge, number 4 here, being led away by...
Yes, but did he really do that good? Because if he did that good, we would have actually won. But yeah, I think that's... No, it's the preview. Okay, this is the preview of it.
Welcome to the 3 Down Nation podcast. I'm Justin Dunk, joined by John Hodge and JC Abbott. Today we're discussing all 4 upcoming games in the first and opening week of the 2023 CFL season.
Drama surrounding Jonathan Kongbo and his departure from the BC Lions.
Kenny Lawler being placed on Winnipeg's suspended list.
LL Cool J, throw it back, baby, playing the BC Lions home opener.
And the Calgary Stampeders cutting longtime left tackle Derek Dennis. But first,
3 Down Nation reported the television ratings from the CFL's preseason action. TSN only broadcasted 2 games with RDS, their French language affiliate, showing Montreal's home exhibition game. Saskatchewan and Winnipeg led the way with a rating of 362,000 on Friday, while the Alouettes and Red Blacks attracted 276,000 eyeballs between TSN and RDS combined in week 1 of the preseason. Last week's game between Hamilton and Montreal drew an audience of 140,000 on RDS alone. Are those ratings?
This is the preview.
the Stamps have opened as 3.5-point favorites, though we spread on Thursday with 10 of our contributors on the site. We want you to give us a sneak peek now. Tell us who you're picking and why.
Well, this is the dawn of another new era in BC. Last year it was Nathan Rourke's team. Now it's Vernon Adams Jr., and he's been around for an entire offseason, and I think that has done wonders for him. We didn't get a chance to talk about it because we're getting right into the regular season, but his preseason performance last week was absolutely stellar.
Now we saw them talk about it, but they're all they're saying is the BC Lions did better last year. And the Comets dramatic departure, we know what happened. But see you guys in the next video. I think I'm actually gonna go live tomorrow because I'm a little more time. So see ya. Bye.